Hey guys, welcome to Sipping and Spilling. Sid here from 3 Mississippi. Woo! I've been busier than a one-armed paper coat hanger rack thing. Lord, I messed that one up, didn't I? But anyway, I've been busy. I just unloaded all these pallets out of the back of my truck, and I just took all the birds down to the pasture, took their old brooder out, cleaned it out, set up the new brooder because I got new birds coming on probably Thursday. And where am I going? Oh yeah, I was like I was doing something. And I've just been go go go. I know I'm making your oats. Calm down, we're getting there. Beulah's ready for dinner, and she is not shy to let me know she likes her routine. So I let Tashka out for a while with Koos because I was right here to watch him, and he's real good with her, but she's still so little. And truth be told, she rules the roost. So that is 100%. But it's time for them to go up for dinner. You ready for dinner time? Dinner time. Sorry guys, this might get no jump. We're still learning no jump for her. He's got it down pat. He never tries to jump or come out the gate, but she's, I've had her for not even a week. So yes, no jump. Hey, hey, dinner time. Come on. Dinner time. Come on. Koosie. She'll come. Come on, guys. I know you're waiting for her. Good boy. Yes, good boy. She'll come on. She'll come. Anyway, so he's real good about coming up for dinner, but she's wanting to play right now. She'll come. Here she comes. Oh, nope, you stay here. She'll come. Come on. Tashka, come on. Come on. Good. All right, you guys eat. Whew. It's like herding squirrels some days. He's pretty good about, when I tell him, I just use dinner time in the morning and at night because it's easier than teaching him breakfast time and dinner time. So I just say dinner time when it's time to go up in your pen. And then he knows to eat. It's hard to do this with one hand sometimes, guys. My apologies. But we'll go make Beulah some oats, and I'll set the tripod up for a minute while these guys are eating. We'll go mess with Beulah. Normally Frankie will put the dogs up in the evening for me, and she goes and messes with Beulah and feeds her and all that. But she had FFA today, followed by a choir arts festival thing today. So I don't pick her up tonight until like 7 o'clock. So, which is kind of a bummer because I'm already exhausted and I still have a lot to do. And I unfortunately did not get to everything that I wanted to get to today, but I got a lot of it done. So some days you just have to kind of get some of your chores done, the things that you need to get done, and some of the things that I wanted to get filmed. And I figure what I'm going to do is my original plan was to edit more today, but I think my plan now is, I kind of switched gears because I was like, you know what, I need to make sure everything's ready for those birds that are coming this week. I don't want to be in crunch time to have the brooder set up. I want to get those birds out to pasture and have them have a few days to acclimate before we get a little bit of weather. Although now it's windy, but windy's fine. Windy's fine. Just ask Peter. Anyway, so that was a lame joke. But anyway, the sticky part of that is that I thought, well, I'll have time to edit this afternoon after I film what I need to film and do my chores. No, because I forgot the cardinal rule of YouTubing, which is when you're filming what you're doing, it's going to take 47 times as long than if you were to just go and do it and not try to film it. So that's okay. It's going to take me a little longer. I have to grab a brush. It's going to take me a little longer, but you know, we'll get her done. And whew, it is windy, dude. It is windy. There we go. Sorry, that might have been loud. But you got to slam that door or it don't close and the wind will slam it for you. So bottom line is on that is I did have to kind of shift my week around a little bit so that I can make sure that I have enough time left to edit and not be in crunch time to get all the chores done that I needed to get done. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably tomorrow I've got some inside house chores that I need to do, and then I'll be able to focus a little bit more on editing before I have to go to church for that meeting. And so then I think I'll be squared away. That's the goal. That's the plan. I know. Hold on, I got your brush in here, and because I only have one hand. Hold on, I gotta get your brush out of your oats. Bam. I know. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'll brush you while we talk. Here. We'll put the tripod up for a little bit if I'm not on too much of a slope here. Let's see. Sorry guys, this is what happens when it's unedited, right? Here we go. Beulah May. Hi, sweet girl. We had carrots today for treat. You gonna come over? You want me to come in there? Try not to go too far from the camera in case it gets windy and knocks the camera over though. I'm trying to stay on this side. I know, I would come in there with you. I know. Can you come over here? I'm trying to multitask, ma'am. All right, well, we're gonna hope that the wind does not blow my camera over because it'll break my little sensor thing. Eee, it might, we'll see. Hey, we don't like that. Are we gonna be in a mood? I know you don't like the selfie stick. Are we gonna be in a mood because the selfie stick is there? It's not bothering you. You're fine. We had carrots today. You're fine. Good girl. You're fine. You're fine, ma'am. You're fine. You're fine. Are we going to be in a mood? I know. We don't usually brush in the evenings. We usually brush in the mornings. She does not like to deviate from routine, and she's letting me know that right now. That's her little warning of like, hey, this is not what we're doing right now. So I'm going to listen to her warnings. She definitely has a mind of her own, bless her. She's a work in progress, 100% a work in progress, but we're trying. But she has like, she will come over to you when I'm out here. She'll come over to me. She'll want love, and then sometimes she just decides she's over it, and she'll throw attitude, put her ears back, and go act like she's gonna bite you. So she just has her moments, man. And I've got her on Mare Magic, which has helped considerably, but you can still tell sort of when her cycle is, if you know what I mean. So she definitely likes her routine. So, and she doesn't like it if I'm doing other chores out here and she can see me and I don't come like give her love. But she really doesn't like the selfie stick, I've learned. So anytime I come over with that, her attitude is a little different. I've tried to kind of get her over that, but I don't know if she thinks it's like a stick that I'm gonna hit her with. I don't know, but we'll try a good brushing tomorrow because I noticed her winter coat's starting to kind of fall out this morning, and I hadn't brought the brush down because I kind of had my hands full this morning with a few other things I was trying to get done. So tomorrow morning I'll bring the brush down and give her a good brushing in the morning because Frankie's actually going to be gone for a couple days. She's got a retreat for FFA, so I've got extra Beulah duty for the next few days to and there goes the wind. See? Whew. I did see there was a wind advisory for Memphis. Whew, man, how windy. I did see there was a wind advisory for Memphis this afternoon for a couple of hours. So I guess it's windy here too. but I haven't checked our weather other than to see that there was just a slight chance of rain here on Wednesday. You guys may remember me talking about the meat chickens, putting them out to pasture, and how I generally like to do it when I know the weather's going to be good for a few days. But you know, that's not always an option. You can't always have it be perfect weather, and it's warm. It's not cold, at least. But I don't like it when it's going to be like, you know, torrential downpour. If it's raining a little bit, it's not a big deal. But these are my rebellious girls. We're about to walk by over here. I'm just going to go check on them. They've been out here for probably 2 hours now in the chicken tractor, and looks like they've acclimated nicely down here. But and they do have their tarp, so you know they do have areas to get out of the weather, you know, because when they're first moved out to pasture, it's kind of that critical time. It's like, did I take them off heat for long enough before I moved them to the outside? You know, I've been leaving the garage door open because the weather has been nice, and they've been off of heat for, I don't know, solid for 2 weeks. And they're 4 weeks old, and they're really, I mean, they're pretty feathered out. They still have obviously some growing to do, but they're about at the halfway point where they should be. So provided we don't have any serious, which we're not supposed to have any serious temperature dips or freezing temperature dips or heavy rains in the next week, I should be golden with this batch. Nothing weather-wise should hurt them. And then we're fine. Like, then we're kind of out of the woods with them being the size they are for the weather to be a factor to be a problem, basically. In my experience, usually if you can get them to the 5-week mark without it being like freezing cold outside or them getting too wet or anything like that, they're fine. And then after that, they're feathered out enough, they're big enough. If there is a storm, if there is some colder temps, they're fine. They get through it just fine. With these guys, it's more so the heat after that point that you really have to worry about. When you get into like the real heat of the summer, they literally get like heat stroke and just die on you. And so that's the part I want to avoid, because you get them almost to the finish line, and then they die on you right at the end, and that's, nobody wants that. You know, you put all that work and money into them, you know, getting them to, you know, they might be at like the 7-week mark, you know, about ready to butcher, and you've got your butcher date set and you're ready to go, and then you have a crazy heat wave come, and a bunch of the bigger boys don't make it, you know. And that's always what happens, is it's your bigger roos that always end up cashing in early. So that's kind of what happens with that. But you know, there's only so much you can do. You can't control the weather. You cannot keep them inside forever. You know, yes, if you're running a big chicken house and you can control the temperatures in one of those big barns or something, sure, go for it. But that's not how animals are meant to be raised. The animals are meant to be raised outside, and they're meant to eat bugs and dirt and grass and things. And so that's what we do. We let them eat all that stuff. But anyway, guys, I got so much stuff still left to do, and I got to run that stew over to my neighbors and try to eat a little something myself before I got to go get Frankie. So anyway, guys, much love to you. I hope you're having a very blessed day, and as always, safety's off.